We are going to be starting things off here on Sanctuary, and it feels like it's been ages since I've casted. Maybe it's because we didn't get to have pugs yesterday, but now we are going to be having some Scrim League today, and hopefully tomorrow or on Sunday, we're going to have another session for the Overrush PH community. So I'm your host Daks, and let's get into the fight. MMK going to be running a interesting comp, going to be going for a double sniper composition to try and get the damage to be done. So anyway, MMK here out in front can be running this Reinhardt for dodge this. On the flip side, we do have a dive composition here from Shadiness, and Cheon gonna be on that Brigitte. Looking at Cheon right now, has been so stellar on the Brigitte so far in his competitive season, but this time maybe Shadiness will have to change things up because the shield bash doesn't even go through the barrier anymore. In the meantime, high energy there, low at HP, had to back on out. Q314. Oh, QPD Pie. His name is QPie or something. So let's name him QPie. I don't know if he wanted to be Cutie Pie, but very interesting here for Shadiness. I like the naming convention, and they do get the capture of the point as MMK is waiting on for some picks from Billy or Calamitous, but neither do so, and they both get taken down as the moment. Storm Arrow Slam Prime, and this is MMK on the retreat. Rebirth trying to slink on out. Diana keeping the heals going. Bio Grenade toss as well, and Hanzo now all the way in the back line. But here for Shadiness, QPie is ready with the Graviton Surge, just hiding by the side, trying to figure out what exactly is going to be the opening here for the side of Shadiness. Again, oh, and Bookie's dead. Caught by Calamitous with an immediate headshot. I don't feel like the Lucian was ready to go at any moment in time there. So let's see, hopefully Bookie's back into the fight as MMK going for the push. Here comes QPie, gonna get the Graviton Surge into the backline. Calamitous gonna fall to the hand of the Zarya, and there's gonna be Joran trying to skate away. Dodge is now caught with the shield, caught with his Pantan, gonna fall. Puzzle Lover gonna get that takedown. So Puzzle over here does have the shatter. It's gonna be 5 ultimates ready here for the side of Shadiness. On the other hand, here for MMK, gonna be 3 ultimates and 2 more coming. Match Evan now gonna get the Graviton Surge ready to go. Calamitous looking for the push, looking for the charge. Dragon Strike available, and MMK might want to go for the Grab Dragon combo. MMK gonna go for the push on in. Here comes the Graviton by the wall. Dragon Strike is there. Big Bio Grenade there coming on out from Rebirth, and that's 3 kills already for the side of MMK. Cheon though, whip shot connecting. Fire Strike is there. Cheon not trying to get on out. It's gonna be Isu falling as well, isolated there to the hand of Calamitous, and MMK after all that is able to get the capture of the point. So with an 82 percentile here for the side of Shadiness, gonna be one last fight, maybe just maybe for MMK if they lose out the point at any time. Bookies though, just keeping the beats on, keeping on with the speed boost to allow Shadiness to get in position. Let's see right now what dodges is gonna be up to here. That the Reinhardt is gonna be all the way in the back part and looking to try and defend this one. But anyway, here comes Shadiness through the center, looking to engage. Matt Javelin out in front. Calamitous ready with the strike again. Rebirth now has the nano boost. Billy looking for a shot or two. There's the shatter now coming on out from Puzzle Over, and he gets a pin onto Matt Javelin. Shadiness keeping the Reinhardt isolated. Dodge is forced to back on out. Calamitous on the other hand all the way in the back, gets the arrow, gets a second, gets a third, auto high energy, and that's gonna be a DMEC right there. Good pin coming on out from Dodges onto Puzzle Over, and Bookies with a quite late sound barrier, but it is enough for Shadiness to get the point on back. Now MMK deciding that they do have to return. They have to come back to their usual form. Here comes Dodges now going to the left hand side, trying to get a poke or two. Joran ready with the sound barrier as well, and MMK marching on to the point. Drum just keeping them protected, and Calamitous with the Dragon Strike through to the center. Dodges though onto the left hand side. Puzzle Over getting the damage that needs to be done. Cheon with the barrier as well, and high energy just peeling off onto that Widowmaker. Calamitous now with the shot onto one. Graviton Surge is there. Will it be enough? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't actually get any kills, but it does fend off MMK from the point. Joran has to skate on in. Bookie's now trying to get back to the fight, but he's gonna fall to that of Matt Javelin. So yeah, MMK there getting the capture again. Solid effort. Even with the Graviton coming their way, that was a good attempt for Puzzle Over to go for the charge and maybe just allow High Energy's bomb to work out. But MMK able to actually get on out due to the fact that the combination from Shadiness was a little too late. Now Billy ready with Infrasight, doesn't use it for the time being. On the other hand, Rebirth on the low ground, and you can see MMK is setting up here by the drum, trying to just keep on keeping on here as much as possible. Now, it's gonna be Shadiness coming from the center and puzzle over out in front. Graviton Surge coming out from Matt, and we have a Transcendence in response. This time, though, the barrier is in a good spot. No Bio Grenade coming on out. Dodges the fall in the back line, even after the Shatter attempt. And now, here comes Puzzle Over, looking to get to the point, being fended off, though, by the Hanzo. Bookie's now gonna get tagged by an arrow, and this is gonna be up to Calamitous to bail his team out with the Dragon Strike. The Dragon coming into the center and the lunge into certain demise. Q-Pi now keeping the barrier on to dodge this. Overtime still ticking in the way of Shadiness. MMK still staying on the point. Now that's gonna be Joran and dodge this falling. And MMK needs to go desperation mode. Calamitous switching over to that Wrecking Ball. Will it be enough? Match Heaven, creep block, and gonna get shield bashed away with that whip shot to boot. So kudos to MMK for trying with the attempt there. I like the retake, but unfortunately for them, it was just too solid coming on out from Shadiness, and the Zen Goats able to get position. It was MMK giving too much time to Shadiness, especially the first 82%. They wouldn't be in a situation like that otherwise. So this time now, we are going to be on Mecha base, and we'll see if MMK can actually be a little more aggressive and be a little more potent with their supposed poke composition. On the other hand, here for Shadiness, they are going to switch on over to a 2-1-3 high energy. Going to be on the Hanzo. Oh! We are going to get a lot of switches here for Shadiness. They're trying to figure out what composition they want to do. And they have decided to, yeah, stay on the 2-1-3. But it's going to be Q-Pi now on the Hanzo and high energy on the Zarya. On the other hand, MMK up on top of the catwalk, looking to get a poke or two with the McCree and the Hanzo. I like the McCree, has been buffed a little bit with the Fanta Hammer, and it might be potent enough. Aisu now isolated all the way in the backside, gets caught out by Billy, but Billy giving already his positioning, so he can't get any closer than that. There's gonna be a brawl though onto the point. Here comes MMK now trying to answer back, puzzle over, gonna fall first. Match Heaven now with 2 high energy, caught with the Discord Orb, might fall. Oh, Joran actually gets tagged by the Storm Rouse. The headshot connecting coming out from Q-Pi, but Q-Pi needs to get back. They're gonna fall instead, gonna go back to the spawn with his Hanzo corpse just floating in the water. But this is MMK now, keeping on with the aggression and looking to try and choke out the enemy. Oh, instead they are gonna reform back on the high ground, so this is gonna be the strategy to just protect their DPS as much as possible. Billy now still up on top with that McCree. No ultimates here ready for MMK. On the other hand, we see Puzzle Over switching over to the Winston, and we are gonna get a dive here. Cheon is gonna be on the Brig, and this is one of the situations where the Brig really can't do much in such long distance. Calamitous though all by himself, gonna go away instead. Puzzle Over with the leap. Here comes MMK now rotating to the corner, and the point not even contested by anyone from the part of Shadiness. Dodge this, keeping the barrier on. Very good discipline coming on out from MMK to just stay along side each other. Deadeye available right now for Billy, and this is MMK looking to get in position. No one on the point, however, and that is an easy give for Shadiness. MMK though starting things off strong with a takedown onto one, make that 2. Billy now Deadeye pump, but the defense matrix out in his face. Bookie's though gonna get teammate. There's a flashbang onto Cheon, and a quick retake there from MMK. They get the team kill, and they are gonna get the point on back. That was very, very methodological there from MMK. They were just playing it slow. They were just waiting on for the picks, and they got it from Calamitous. Now with the 65, they're able to just push on in. And the thing about MMK right now is they are playing a little off from the Brigitte due to the fact that if the Brig is way too far, can't really do much in essence. Dodge is now gonna go for the charge. Calamitous gonna get that double Dragon Strike after the Graviton Surge. Bookie D-Mech and will fall to the hand of the McCree. Now the Brigitte here being staggered, gonna get creep blocked, gonna get bounced around. Good Bio Grenade coming on out from Aisu, and that should allow Aisu to get the nano boost into the next fight. But Billy and Jor now playing aggressively. Here comes Dodges out in front. The barrier forced out from the Winston, and this might be MMK's chance to go for the stun play. Will the Shatter connect? Nano boost now onto Q-Pi, and the Shatter connecting onto the nano boosted Genji. Gonna be the first kill. Billy now with a Deadeye as well. 4 kills coming on out. Jorn just leaping on, spots out the Brigitte. Cheon trying to get on out, but gets stunned up and gets a taste of his own medicine. Overtime right now, and Bookie's all alone. Looks like he's gonna be booking a one-way trip back to the spawn point, because this is MMK forcing out the Primal Rage, forcing out the Dragon Blade. Transcendence now coming on out, and Billy's still falling in that fight. Rebirth now staying on by the point. Match Heaven with 2. There's the counter snipes coming on out from Aisu, and the Ana looking to get in position. No, it's gonna be corpse of the Ana instead. Cheon now switching over to the Lucio and will fall instead. Now the staggers keep on going, coming out from Shadiness, but these are just one by ones that MMK can easily fend off. And now the score is 1-1, all tied up.
Score 1-1.
So both squads now dead even, and we are gonna go for a tiebreaker here on downtown. It's gonna be down the road from the mecha base. You can see it all the way there. I wonder where Sanctuary is. That's my question. Oh, there it is. So Sanctuary is on the left. So it's like a historical site to say the least. And Busan, interesting map geometry. It's interesting that you can't see the downtown area from that part.
1.
But anyway, as we are just exploring and enjoying the map that is Busan, MMK and Shadiness now gonna be coming on out. A good visual of the point there and a good firing range here for both Billy and Calamitous. Now it's gonna be a double sniper composition again here for MMK. There gonna be QP there, gonna be on that Genji, gonna decide to go to the point first. On the other hand, dodge this with a dive, being protected a little bit by Matt Javelin there. MMK now looking to go for the push on in again with Puzzle over and Bookies have the low ground. With Reinhardt and Zarya just having a good position on the point, that means MMK needs to initiate onto them. High Energy really low, good bio grenade coming on out. Dodge this though, does get a trade for a 2-for-1. Billy now with another frag onto Cheon, and this is MMK getting in position to go for the take. Inversight now available here for the side of MMK, and Billy with a headshot onto Bookies. Matt Chavel now soaring into the background, and MMK gonna get the capture. Another good showing here from Matt Chavan, gonna get 2 kills again, this time on his Diva. On the other hand, here we go with Billy Inversight available. This feels like Overwatch level commentary. Dude, I feel like I'm not really doing my best right now, but thanks anyway. Well, anyway, dodge this right now is on the second floor. Puzzle over, looking to get in position right now. And look, with Shadiness just forced to play low ground, MMK just has all the rooftops to themselves. Looks like they can go for some free running at any time of their disposal. Billy right now, good headshot onto High Energy, looking for another target. Match haven't gonna be the next one, and here comes the Diva soaring in and out of the streets. They're like hawks looking for some prey right now, as MMK still staying on by the rooftop. Billy up on top again, dodges now on the background, and what dodges is doing, he's staying with his team, so if ever they need the barrier, they can go for it. Now Jordan will go for the res, Matt Chavan going for the body blocks. Jordan gonna get tagged out along the way, but this is pretty good here from MMK, staying on as a unit. Now Q-Pi being shocked up, and Matt Chavan playing aggressively, gonna decide to zip in and zip out. Has been the game plan here for MMK. Dodge is popping the prime range, knocking over Puzzle over. Looks like he's gonna be reaching a train to Busan later on, as MMK taking control of the walkways. There's the punches. Here comes Chaileon. He's gonna fall onto the point. Billy right now with another frag onto High Energy, and is trying to get away from Q-Pi. The Dragon Blade is available here for Shadiness, but things look dire for them. The Bio Grenade in full effect, and he's gonna fall into the abyss. This is MMK now in complete control of this map. They have found the form, they have found the coordination that they are looking for. But on the other hand, we have Shadiness now switching over to the Brigitte. And what they want to do is just to try to go to the point as fast as possible and control it from there. High Energy now, good pick off onto Billy to start things off. Matt Chavin up on top, defense matrix safe position. Dragon Strike now to dissuade the approach, and it gives enough time for Jordan to get the rest. But a Bio Grenaded, a Nano boosted Genji is ready into the fray. Shadiness gonna get one with the Nano Blade. MMK on the other hand giving some space. Match haven't already using the self-destruct a while ago. Now 2 kills here for the side of Shady Dix, and things look good for the Thai squad. They are able to get the flip, and MMK forced to back on out, albeit slightly off-centered. It's not gonna be a direct push onto the point. It's Puzzle over though, gonna get the charge onto Joran. The Mercy trying to get away but got squashed in the meantime. For MMK, this has to be a soft retreat. They lost their Mercy, they lost their Winston, and they are deciding to just stay on the high ground as much as possible. Matt Javelin now gonna be on watch my duty. He is out in front. Q-Pi snicking to himself that the Diva does not see him, and this might be the opportunity for Billy and Joran to get tagged. Now still staying on to the Genji. There is the Inversight, and here comes the Genji now swooping into the fray and gets that takedown. Unfortunately for the side of MMK, could have actually called that one out. Joran though gets the rest now onto Billy, and this is gonna be a 6v5 so far. Good rest positioning, and for Q-Pi, unfortunately leaving alone the Mercy allows them to use the rest with impunity. But on the other hand, we have Shadina Daks ready now with the blade, and they can go for the good slice. Bookie's now with the kill onto Rebirth. Matchavin gets a trade on back, dodge this out in front. Primal Rage is pop, but high energy popping the head of Calamitous, and this is MMK contesting the point as much as possible. Matchavin being healed up, and Jarn gonna be the target. No, never mind. Cupid goes for Billy first and looks for another tank to clean. He spots out Joran, wings clipped, stunned up by Puzzle Over, and the Reinhardt now gonna get the charge onto Matchavin as well. For Shadiness, this fight is elongated in their favor because as long as this point is theirs, they are getting the progress that they need. 92% right now and counting. This is getting closer and closer, and MMK running out of time. Dodge is down and boosted up Calamitous with a frag onto Cheon, and the shock and all onto the Reinhardt, and it's Puzzle Over gonna fall along the way. Bookies alongside Isu staying on to the point. The Brigitte though getting shocked up, getting tased, and will fall to the hand of the Storm Arrows. Look like lightning and thunder. Just gonna be the recipe of victory here for MMK. They are gonna go for the push. Where is Cheon here? Caught on out by the center, and MMK make it happen 100-99. Interesting that the models didn't load till the end, but Billy gonna get play of the game here with the Deadeye. Perfect setup from Dodge this, and that was really good timing from MMK. Shadiness switched over to that dive. The Winston used the barrier early to prevent the Earth Shatter from the first one, and Dodge this stayed his hand and was able to just keep on with the approach into the next fight. So welcome back guys to another Scrim League game between MMK and Shadiness. It has been pretty stellar from MMK so far to just keep disciplined on the high ground. On the other hand, here we go with Shadiness can decide to go for the bulky composition again. Will we see another GOATs here for the Thai squad? Will we see another 3-3 or maybe even a 2-1-3? Because it really seems like the Shadiness squad likes favoring that Brigitte in their arsenal. They have a lot of good Brig players with Cheon and Isu both able to take up the mantle of the Mace. But on the other hand, here we go with MMK gonna decide to play the Wrecking Ball and the Diva. Just gonna have a little fun this time and looking to go for the Glow. A really beautiful white there for Dodge this and his Wrecking Ball, and everyone actually having a similar color scheme so far. So really cute for MMK to be running with the blue and white. On the other hand, Shadiness can decide to run them over and decide to go for the Ana composition with this 3-3. And Isu on the Ana means that these bio grenades are going to be very, very vital. An interesting fight between Rebirth and Isu will be upon us as MMK and Shadiness map number 2 starts off right now. As the dino dates open, here comes Shadiness going straight for the point. No, never mind. They are gonna decide to go on to the high ground with the Zarya and the Diva while the rest push the payload. A lot of effort right now from Shadiness to keep the physical effort to the maximum. On the other hand, Dodges is waiting for a good time to just go into the fight. Here we go. Dodges pile driver. Oh, he gets moved by the Diva and he has to back on out. Good movement there from PSMX, just catching out the Diva for catching out the Wrecking Ball rather for a surprise. Calamitous though, headshot connecting onto Cheon. On the other hand, MMK looking for another target. They get a second onto Cupid, and Matchavin will kill onto High Energy as well. Now Puzzle Over all alone, looking for a charge. Tries to get a pin on his own teammate, but Matchavin then dodge this. Just way too bulky in the front line and make it happen. Now dodge this, looking to go for the roll on in again. PSMX gonna get DMEC. The Diva gonna be protected by the Brigitte, and Cheon out in front again. This might be a little dangerous for Shadiness because there's too much damage coming the way of MMK. Billy and Calamitous with those double sniper composition. It is for now 92% here for Billy, and Joran ready with the Valkyrie as well. We had the Infrasight pop by Calamitous as well to allow MMK to see wherever Shadiness is gonna go, and they're gonna go into the Dragon as Billy does get one. A kill onto the Zarya. Puzzle Over trying to get away, but here comes the Hanzo stepping on his head and stepping on his life. Dodges though out in front, trying to block the damage onto Billy, but the Brigitte is still focusing down and gonna get that takedown. MMK having a good spot, but there's a self-destruct, and it gets to Jordan Calamitous, blown up by the gas station. If you play any kind of game, when you blow up the gas station, it's gonna be absolutely spectacular. Perfect entry point from PSMX, perfect bailout right there. Matchavin though caught by the corner, has to get away, gonna get stunned up, and that was a little late retreat there from Matt. Needs to get pocketed up by Rebirth. Will it be enough? High Energy with a pick off onto Billy as well. Can Jordan get the res? Looks like the two supports are right there, and here comes the Wrecking Ball of Dodges again. popping the mine. Self-destruct this time from Matt Javelin, and it gets one. High energy, way too high up, and gonna get taken down. Cheon on the other hand, gonna get nano boosted, and let's see if the Brig can keep the damage going, can keep the heals going. Will the Inspire be enough here for the Shadiness squad? Calamitous trying to get away, but gets grabbed up alongside the tanks, and Joran, the Mercy, caught on a double buy grenade, connecting onto the side of Shadiness, and Matt Javelin with the kill onto Cheon. But it looks like this is gonna be a little die here for the side of MMK, as they are running out of members. Puzzle over, ready with the Primal Rage as well, and they can just keep delaying this as much as possible. They can go for these one-on-one picks against MMK. MMK forced to just go into the meat grinder, and there you go. We have run out of meat, and we have run out of time for MMK's first point defense. So with 3 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock, it's gonna be Billy now setting up on the high ground here alongside Joran. Matt Javelin on the other hand just keeping the shots on, even just looking for a little poke or two to just try and charge up that self-destruct. On the other hand, PSMX either wants to die or wants to get the mech. Either will do for him, as the baby diva is just going for some shots and playing quite aggressively. Dodge is now rolling on it, gets booped up, and it's gonna get fended off for the time being. A Dragon Strike is there from Billy, but with the Wrecking Ball not in position, there's no one to get the crowd control going. Now Dodge is trying to get away, gonna be cornered for the time being. MMK looking to go for the roll on in, but they have lost their other sniper. Billy gonna fall. Calamitous now trying to get on back and trying to look for a poke or two, but Inversight has already done and dusted, and this is MMK losing out on another fight. These slow fights here from MMK not working out in their favor if they're not gonna get a pick off or two with their DPS line. Jordan right now keeping on with the pressure, and he's gonna go for the pistol plate to try and get that Valkyrie before he dies. Qpie now high energy, no disregard for the lives of MMK, and he's gonna get a takedown onto 2. PSMX able to boost on in, and now in the meantime we have Dodges with the mines, gets a contest onto the point. Self-destruct though coming on out, and PSMX really wants that hamster ball, but instead will decide to get the mines instead. Now for MMK, they know they have to fight a little closer, and they have switched over their Widowmaker to a Doomfist. Will it be enough though? Can Calamitous compensate with all the changes? Science Exam doesn't connect. MMK right now looking to go for the push, looking to try get it into the tunnel. In the meantime, it's PSMX fending them off all by his lonesome. He's gonna get DMEC. Will it be enough here for the side of Shadiness to get the point? No, the action going on. Dodge is now grabbed up. Rebirth looking to go for the contest. He needs to drop on down. It's gonna be Jordan instead. Gonna fall from grace. Gonna try to go for the res, but gets sniped up by high energy in the high ground. Graviton Surge, no, that's gonna be a Dragon Strike instead. Isudo gonna fall to the hand of Calamitous, and Calamitous looking to roll out onto the Widowmaker, but his jump is way too off. Rebirth right now being punched around, looks like he's in a bad spot, but gets a sleep dart onto the Winston, and MMK clutching that one out, very, very close to that second checkpoint. Looks like MMK able to compensate with a little hat trick from the bag, just getting the magic going, and Rebirth with a good sleep dart onto the Winston as well. But there might be a C9 here. No, never mind. PSMX trying his best, trying to play the Lone Ranger again, but again he is gonna get fended off. And what could have been here for Shadiness if they decided to play with their diva instead of trying to go for something cheeky instead. Now Calamitous gonna get mapped by Nappy Time. Looks like he got his formula, but Dodge is able to roll on in, and he's gonna be protecting him like a pet. Calamitous now, Meteor Strike available, looking for a stun or two, looking for a punch. Cheon keeping away, and looks like the Brig is just being such a bane so far. Now 2 kills here, high energy, getting the tag onto Calam. Shadiness now looking to go for the push through the payload, and they are gonna pop the rally to boot. Now Chavin though keeping the defense matrix up, and Dodge is now rolling away. Here comes the self-destruct, and will it be enough? Dodge is able to avoid even being high in the ground, and it's gonna be a pile driver to connect onto high energy instead. With the mines, it has to be Shadiness to clear them out. Matt Javin went for the self-destruct as well a while ago, but got absolutely nothing. Puzzle over now really low, but always has a safety deposit back with the Prior Rage in his hand. Now the payload close to the end. Jordan forced to drop on down, switching over to the Lucio. We have a roadhog from Qpie, and he goes for Billy first, gets the hook and the takedown. Puzzle over now, leaping into the fray, and he might be forced to use the Prior Rage here. Yes, he does. He is forced to do so, and now Dodge this alongside Matt Javin, keeping the contest alive. The 2 tanks able to be so hefty onto the point. 2 seconds remaining. It looks like the overtime is gonna happen. 1:30. Oh, Calamitous! What was that? The size exam way too far off, and he just dropped to the floor instead. MMK there, unfortunately, was caught out with their 2 DPS dying first. They tried the best with their double tank composition, but unfortunately for them, the Wrecking Ball and the Diva just weren't enough to keep on with the defense. Now MMK deciding to go for a 3-3 composition, gonna go for a little standard one with the Ana as their crux support. Dodges out in front. What MMK has done is they were able to force out the ultimates from Shadiness before everything else. Here comes the self-destruct and well as the Dragon Strike, and it gets a takedown onto Billy. Calavis now keeping the beam going, looking to go for a turnaround play. Dodge is really low thanks to the Bio Grenade, but he gets out thanks to the efforts of the Zarya. Now Joran just keeping the heals inside the small room. MMK fighting to both their strength and their weakness. Puzzle over though, gonna get pinned up, and it's a 2-for-2 trade. Now it looks like MMK gonna be taking a nap. Dodge is caught out by the Baby Diva and will fall off cam. Matt Javelin now trying to fly away, and looks like the truck is gonna be his only saving grace. Now for Hat, he's in a bad spot, but he gets a repair pack from Billy just in time. The payload now close to the end. Will it be enough here for the side of Shadiness to finish this one up? Cheon just keeping with the mace to the face. Cupid switching over to the Junkrat. Very, very strong heroes now in this specific point. And there's the stun, and there's the shatter connecting. 3 on the floor, but no one dying. No one saw Cupid there onto the side. And now that's Billy getting punished. Calav is going to get a good amount of energy from the self-destruct, but will it be enough to get some takedowns? Captain Surge connecting onto the break, connecting onto the Diva, and even the Reinhardt leaping into the fray. And here comes MMK looking to get the damage, but they're not getting it. Good heals coming on out from Cheon and Aisu, and even with this 2-2-2, looks like the healers are more potent here for the side of Shadiness, as they are gonna get a clear birch to the end. Billy right now sacrificing his life to stall it out. Dodge is way too far off, and that's gonna be the round. Full capture here for the side of Shadiness with no time in the bank.
Score 0-3.
0.0 is not a good time, but at the same time, it's always good to finish up the map to allow yourself to, allow yourself to go for the next one. MMK they're just faltering a few more times than they should have to try and defend that one perfectly, but unfortunately for them, their second point a little overextended, their first point a little overextended, and their third point not really potent enough with that shatter. It was a good shatter, it was a good shield bash there as well, but unfortunately for them, they weren't able to see someone like Cupid, who was on that Junkrat, could have been easily killed instead of the nano boosted Reinhardt, who had around 750 effective HP thanks to the damage boost, the damage resistance from the nano boost. But now here we go with the defense. We are going to see a Fara Mercy here from Aisu and High Energy. Puzzle over and PSMX going to decide to run a Reinhardt Zarya. And we do have a lot of healing from Shadiness on this defense. On the other hand, MMK decide to run fast and furious, gonna run the Korean and the Hamster. Let's see who can be cuter in this one, as Dodge is gonna be on that Wrecking Ball, Matchup and gonna be on that Diva, and it's gonna be a Sombra versus Sombra between these two teams. Will it be enough right now for MMK to just siege on through and make it happen, or will the side of Shadiness be able to hold this, especially with their higher ground superiority? We'll find out right now as High Energy gets the first volley, gets the first tag onto the attacking squad. Now we have Dodge this, just going for the roll onto the payload. What he's doing is he's pushing the payload with his cute little hamster butt. Dodge is now Pile Driver onto PSMX after the initiation from Calamitous. And looks like Calam honestly struggling with the new Doomfist changes. Billy though up on top, low keeping the hit scan prowess to a T. And High Energy forced to back on out. Here comes Calam again and gets a takedown onto Puzzle Over. That was a good opening made by the Doomfist. Rebirth now alongside Billy, Matt Chowing protecting them as well. And here comes MMK looking to go for the push on in. Cheon now getting tagged up with the micro missiles, and Calam with that takedown. Here comes Diana though looking to get on out, and Calamitous does get to. In the meantime, this is MMK with 3 kills. There's the punch connecting onto PSMX, and that's another kill. MMK just wiping the floor here of Shadiness. Cupid now gonna be the only one left and forced to translocate to live to fight another day. No, never mind. Calamitous is there, almost gets punched up, and that was very fortunate for Cupid to stay alive. Now, while all of that was happening, we saw Puzzle Over gonna go on that Rhine again, get a Fire Strike onto Calam, but get traded back by Dodge this. Now the side of Shadiness doesn't have the main tank in their first initial fight, and Billy now gonna fell too. High Energy and Aisu get headshotted up, and really good aim here from Billy, keeping the MMK squad in a good spot. Now Puzzle Over back into the fight, and it's gonna be a lot of peel, a lot of staggers, and a lot of juggling here from the Joran, from the Doomfist, and from the Diva. We have the first capture here for MMK, and they have a lot of time in the bank. Shadiness now forced to back on out, and Billy gets a headshot onto high energy again. Here comes the Taze from Dodge This onto the side of PSMX. Grabbing the surge, tossed out for PSMX to try and go for the rotation play, and they get two. Aisu just keeping the mace swinging and gonna get 2 kills. Billy right now up on top. He has been hot all day, even getting a frag onto Cheon there. But this is MMK needing to get some more kills, needing to get the position on the payload, and that's Billy even getting sniped onto Cupai instead. Now the payload still hasn't moved a good distance from the first checkpoint. They might need a few more bodies to hit the floor and hit the payload as much as possible. Dodge is gonna take up the mantle, as well as Billy right now looking for the headshot. He gets a quick little sleep dart coming on out, and Cupai deciding to go for the translocate. Never mind. Self-destruct though coming on out, and it gets a blow up on the puzzle over. It goes over the head of the Reinhardt. Calamitous now feature strike into the backline and gets a punch on the Che, and the poor Ana gonna get eviscerated by the spine. Here comes MMK now going for the push, going for the kills. They get a takedown onto Aisu and forcing the Zarya of PSMX to back on out. Now high energy switching over to that Genji to maybe try and counter out that Doomfist, counter out that Widowmaker, but will it be enough? Especially when the Widowmaker can just get the shot onto you no matter what. PSMX though with the kill onto Calamitous, and Shadiness coming to a second point defense. Dodge this though, by grenaded up, might have to pop Prime Rage here, will do so in an early spot, and is just punching away puzzle over. Now in the meantime, Cheon there gonna take a pick off onto Billy. Here comes the push from the defense, and they're trying to get into the backline. Rebirth now caught in the middle, really low, gonna get run over and puzzle over with the charge onto Joran as well. Now without the 2 supports here for MMK, they are gonna decide to back on out all the way to the spawn. The Cavern Mystery won't be a mystery too much to them, as they are getting a little more familiar with each passing death. On the other hand, here we go with Shadiness. 3 ultimates in the bag, EMP available alongside the Shatter and the Graviton Surge. Will it be enough here for the side of Shadiness to make this one happen? That is going to be the real question. As Calamitous match Evan dodges up on top, 3rd floor is there. Here comes Calamitous now soaring into the distance, but has to back on out and unable to get even a kill or 2. Cupai keeping on with the pressure, looking to get that takedown. PSMX with the barrier as well. Match Evan now up on top, and Billy with the kill onto high energy. Here comes MMK with the dive on in, but an EMP countering out, and Cupai just making this one happen. Now out of nowhere, sound barrier from Joran just hiding all the way in the backside, but he gets tapped up by side of Shadiness. And self-destruct there from Match Heaven gets absolutely nothing. Now Graviton Surge tossed out, and it catches out the 2 tanks from below. High energy now gets the Dragon Blade just in time, and it's allowing MMK to just retreat. But no, Billy gonna get the shot now onto high energy. A 2-for-1 here for the defense, and yeah, as I was saying, MMK should retreat after that one. High energy just keeping the pressure on with that Dragon Blade. Even though he got tagged, it allowed enough space to be made for the side of Shadiness to defend against MMK. Now the Infrasight is available for Billy, can use it into the next fight, especially to spot out of pesky Sombra, but he's gonna fall right now, and that's another stagger that MMK can ill afford. Dodge this, force the back on not. Still so many ultimates here for the side of Shadiness. They have half of their arsenal ready to go. The Shatter, the Rally, and even the Nano Boost is waiting on the beck and call from Cheon, Puzzle Over, and Aisu. On the other hand, this is MMK now ready with the Infrasight, ready with the Meteor Strike as well, and MMK now looking to go for the push. Dodge this, gonna hop on to the top part, and it's gonna be a coordinated pushing from MMK, and they decide to go for the Pharah Mercy. Will this be enough? Can Calamitous overcompensate here for the rest of the squad? Cupai right now forced to just come on out thanks to the Infrasight there, and looks like Shadiness is trying to live to fight another day. Dodge this though up on top, gets met by the barrier as well from Puzzle Over. Here comes Calamitous now, putting the pressure on, getting the shot onto Cheon. The Ana really low, and Billy gets a tag onto high energy instead. When will Cupai go for the EMP? No, it's gonna be 2 kills already. Grabbing the Surge now to suck in both the Pharah and the Mercy, and Joran gonna fall along the way. Calam now trying to fend for himself. Where is Cupai? No, he got tagged already by Billy. It's gonna be Puzzle Over though, taking a nap by the med pack, by the garage, and MMK looking to try and get a frag or 2. Now Matt Javelin is playing really cheekily with that Baby Diva, is able to get the push, but MMK honestly just coming in one by one, not something that they can afford with their time back. High energy, able to swoop on in, gets the strike, it gets the Shurikens to connect. Now Calamitous and Joran are ready to go again. Neither of them does have their ultimates, but Dodge this is gonna be the crux of this one. He has to go for his ult as soon as possible to get the disruption going, but Cupai getting in position to go for the EMP. Dodge this right now, putting up the barrier. Overtime is there. Matt Javelin up on top. stop, and the EMP force stop, but Cupid doesn't really get much. Matchavin still ready to go for the self-destruct. Dodge is now keeping on with the nano boosted Winston, and he's doing so much damage. There's the Pindo connecting. High energy in the meantime. In the backline gets tagged by Billy, and out of nowhere, looks like the Wild West has come into Route 66. Panda Hammer is there to get the takedown on the puzzle over. Good stun though to allow Cupid to get that kill, but will it be enough? The Earth Shatter might be a saving grace here from Puzzle Over. Gravitas Surge now coming on out from PSMX, and oh, it's enough! It's enough for MMK! It's Shadiness taking that one. MMK forced to back on out, and that was such a good grab coming on out from the Zarya.
Play of the game.
Play of the game. Gonna go to Calamitous. And we do see Shadiness getting on the board. Beautiful Gravitas Surge there from the Zarya. But Calam had a good start with the Widowmaker. Gets a shot onto both Cupid and Cheon. And even getting the damage done onto High Energy. Smooth shots there. But still, MMK forced to concede that one. Be Shadiness here on the defense this time. MMK gonna be on the attack, and let's see if MMK has figured out how to actually play this map out, and will it be enough for them to take a victory? Interesting start of the road here for Numbani. I don't even know where it actually goes, where the roads connect here, but it does make sense a little. The road ends by the airport, and you just can keep on going and going. Interesting, there aren't many big intersections here, and a big pathway for people to just have a good time, have a good view of the rest of the Numbani landscape.
Attackers incoming in.
Here for the defense, however, Shadiness gonna decide to run Diana. Where's that fire grenade actually gonna land? That's gonna be... Oh! It lands on the point! That is a very cheeky move there from Cheon. Very, very smart to actually figure that one out. And we are gonna see a Winston here for the side of Puzzle Over. Gonna be double animal tank here. Maybe someone needs to call Pizza to try and tell them that this is happening in a game. Well, let's get into the fight right now. MMK on the other hand gonna go for a dive composition with the Pharah Mercy 2 boot. Redux gonna be on his signature Ash, and Revert of course gonna be on that Ana. For MMK, they are gonna decide to siege this one up on top. Dodge this now out in front. Oh, it's Match Alvin with the good DM, and Calamitous gets a frag onto Cheon 2 boot. PSMX though getting the good grapple hook, and Dodge is gonna get bounced around. Now another kill here for the side of the Pharah, and Calam is just able to get so much free space against this type of composition. Isu calling to get isolated inside. Matchavin putting on a show and just gonna bunny hop out in front. Here comes High Energy now. He's all alone, doesn't have enough ult charge to whip out the blade, and is gonna fall in one fell swoop. A very, very quick attack here from the side of MMK. Within the minute, they already get the first take, and they are gonna get the second. Can someone from the side of Shadiness actually defend this one? Puzzle Over gonna go on that Ryan. PSMX on the Zarya, and that's gonna be the point taken with Cheon caught off guard. The thing about Numbani though, this is one of the maps where you want to be as disciplined as you can due to the fact that it's very easy to get run over along the way. Here comes Calam right now looking for another pick, and as I was saying, if Calam gets a pick here onto PSMX, it's gonna be huge! Redux able to get the tag, High Energy looking to get a frag or two, but he's gonna get met by the self-destruct from Matchavin. There's the dive right now, and MMK giving Shadiness a taste of a good little stagger. Dodge this though, brought along for the ride, and gonna get taken out by Puzzle Over, but Calam able to get the trade on back, and MK right now just pushing the payload to their own whims and enjoyment. Dodges though, rest on back. Matchavin now trying to get out alive. Puzzle Over still staying on, and looks like the Reinhardt and the Zarya able to just reconvene and set up as much as possible. MMK though taking the high ground as of the moment. Dodge is looking to get in position to get the taste. Bob though toss, and look how much he glows. Look how beautiful that golden Bob is. Completely shiny, the biggest golden gun I've ever seen. But Bob right now just having such a Bronze League effort, and is not gonna get any kills for the side of MMK. A Valkyrie now pop, and Kalanas with the huge rocket barrage there, gets Nana boosted up, but still will fall along the way. Jordan is ready with the res. High Energy with the Dragon Blade right now, gets a cut onto Redux. Nana boost connecting onto him as well, and now 2 kills here for the side of Shadiness thanks to their DPS. The Genji just getting the carve that they need. Shadiness with a triple, and that's gonna be a spray there of enjoyment. In the meantime, let's watch that one again. MMK caught off guard by the Nano boost. Redux was the first to fall. Rebirth a little too close for comfort. And there's just a good shuriken barrage onto Joran as well. Now 3 minutes and 45 on the clock, and this was the problem for MMK a while ago. The moment they ran out of momentum, it looked like they struggled on the attack. High energy right now, keeping on with the pressure. On the other hand, we have Cupai ready with the dead eye, looking to go for the flank, but Calamus already dies to the hand of high energy. So Cupai is like a little awkward. What do I do right now? Gonna go for some pot shots onto Redux, onto the defense instead. Dodge this though, keeping on the pressure, gets the barrier out in front, and Redux now with 2 onto the 2 DPS. A huge opening here for MMK, and let's see if they can capitalize. Now MMK looking to get in position again. Puzzle over down below. PSMX with the Graviton Surge. Match having soaring into that one to try and protect them, and Bob was out in front to try and protect them some more. It's just not going to work out in their favor, and PSMX with the kill onto the Ree brothers. But the Zarya now staying on by the payload, keeping the payload progress to a minimum. Dodges with the leap inbound to the backside, and he's going to pop the Prime Rage away. Just a little angry about all the things that's happening here. And the Transcendence is forced on out from Aisu. So for MMK, they were forced to use the Prime Rage, yes, but they got the Jedi, they got the Transcendence out and about. Now the only saving grace here for Shadiness will be the Nano Blade ready to go here for High Energy and Cheon. A huge pick off for MMK would be potentially in their favor if they get a kill on either Diana or the Genji. Shadiness on the other hand playing with fire, playing very aggressively. Will it be enough here for Shadiness to actually win this defense out? Now Dodge this, looking to get in position again. Match Haven ready with the self-destruct. Will it be enough to get the takedown just in time? MMK trying to get in position. Here we go with their push. MMK now just going through the streets of Numbani, and let's see if the plaza is gonna be bloody today. Match Anime gonna start things off strong with a self-destruct, and Dodges is gonna go into a fight, looking to just choke out the clothing store there, and High Energy gonna fall to the hand of Calamitous. That's a huge pick up here for MMK. There's another frag onto Puzzle Over, and Aisu gets clocked by the Widowmaker, coming away with a clean kill onto 2. Now Cupai alongside PSMX in the stock room, Nano Boost onto Calam to keep him alive. There's the Sound Barrier as well from Joran, and just Shadiness not knowing what to do against a Widowmaker that's both Nano Boosted up and Sound Barrier. Looks like PSMX gonna be fended off, and that's MMK making that what happened. 3 minutes on the clock. That is such a good play there for the side of MMK. A perfect pickoff from Calamitous. He gets another one on Cupai, and looks like he has been feeling it all day. MMK though looking to get in position again, staying with the Widowmaker, gets tagged onto PSMX, but the Zarya way too tanky to fall to one shot. Calamitous right now has been so steady with his aim, and Cupai looking to try and just go get his revenge. Now, here for MMK, they're running a double hit scan composition, and to the hand of double hit scan, they're gonna struggle against a Nano Blade. That's already a fight won here by Shadiness before he even starts. High Energy with 3 kills, and they just make it happen very, very quickly. The good thing though for MMK, even is with these quick victories for Shadiness, they will spawn more or less at the same time and can reconvene at an earlier moment. Match Haven though trying to just shake off the Genji, and it's gonna be Puzzle Over getting a quick little reunion with his brethren and his brother. Now Calamitous though gets a frag already onto PSMX. Here comes Dodge is out in front, barrier into play. Aisu tossing out a few orbs here and there, keeping the Discord juggled around between the 2 tanks, and it's Redux with the bomb all the way in the front. High Energy gonna get taken down, and just so much pressure done by the golden robot. Redux now with a second takedown. Here comes Dodge just leaping in from the trees. Very, very scary to look at. Calamitous perfect headshot by our corner. Q-Try gonna fall along the way, and this is Calam right now looking for another target. In the meantime, Redux tossing out the dynamite, gets a good hit, and looks like it's gonna be a payload close to the end. Transcendence is forced out from Aisu to keep the pressure on, and Dodge is Nano boosted up but will get met by the charge. Now the Tase from the Tesla Cannon gonna get that takedown. In the meantime, we have a Dragon Blade coming on out from High Energy. He's forced to go for the deflect thanks to positioning from Redux and Joran, and Self-Destruct coming on out. Callum still staying on. Self-Destruct doesn't get much. Puzzle Over now by grenade up will fall, and that should be the round. MMK able to finish up the map with a minute and around 40, I believe, to go for the next one.
Score 0-3. Switching.
A minute and 18, please. Excuse my small mistake there, but a minute and 18 there for MMK. A pretty good solid time over the 1 minute mark, just in case we do see an overtime push from Shadiness. But I feel like Shadiness knows that they are more confident in this map. They did choose to go for the defense first. Atria, Numbani, New York, Paris. One of these don't belong. Maybe it's New York. Lol. But yeah, there's Numbani here. Pretty to say the least. And it has been so inspiring to actually see what MMK has been able to bring out along the way. Here we go, the PA squad now trying to figure out what they're going to defend with. And they are going to go for a 3-3 comp. But interesting to note, they do not have a Lucio. So this means that for MMK, this is gonna be very, very one-sided focus, very be a completely stable position. They will have some boundaries to actually not allow themselves to push. So if you are MMK, you're visualizing right now, this is the line we do not cross, maybe the point, maybe the second floor, maybe past the avenue here. Just a lot of options right now for MMK, but all they need to do is define their options, define their boundaries, and then make this defense happen. MMK running a 3-3 again. On the other hand, here we go with Shadiness deciding to go for a dive with a Winston and a D.Va. I thought they were gonna go for the Roadhog, but no, PSMX switching over to the D.Va instead. Gonna be high energy on that Ashe and Q-Pi on the Genji. So for Shadiness, they are looking to go for the two tanks who are across from each other like star-crossed lovers. Matchup and Dodge is just staring at each other longingly. That's a fanfiction that writes for itself. Dodge is still gonna drop on down. Here comes a contest, and we have Puzzle Over up on top. Now Dodge this using his jump, can't get back, forcing MMK to drop on down. Matchup all the way across from the map as well. Jordan now really low. Q-Pi though gonna get clanged up, and with 4 HP to spare, the Genji is able to stay alive. Redux though with a kill already on to Isu. Dodge is staying on to the point. The Brigitte keeping the armor going, and it's pretty good for MMK because they are able to stabilize on the point. Redux though really low, gonna get burnt up high energy. Nothing Rebirth could have done. He tried his best, he tried so much, but he only got so far. In the end, it didn't really much matter, and this is Shadiness now looking to make a good impact onto Diana. Q-Pi now really low, will fall, but gets a trade onto Rebirth instead. Now without Diana, oh, we get a pause. What is happening? We get a sudden pause that might be a intermittent disconnect there for both squads. So what exactly happened? That is probably the auto pause of the lobby. So we'll see right now if everyone is ready to go again. But yeah, I guess we're ready to go again. Let's get back into the fight. Unfortunately there for the Genji of Shadiness, it just wasn't enough. The internet just dropping down at a crucial moment. Could have actually got on out. And this is Shadiness now deciding to back on out. Dodges though in the open, looking for another target or two. Could have gotten punished there by Isu, but looks like Shadiness doesn't want to go for the aggression instead. This is Shadiness right now staying on by the Adaoi Avenue. Here comes Puzzle Over again, taking the high ground away from MMK. But MMK is still keeping on. Puzzle Over with the leap and bound to the backline, has the primary rage pop. And this is MMK now focusing down heavily onto this Winston. In the meantime, Redux now absolutely going. Graviton Surge is there as well. And it's going to be a self-destruct coming on out from Matchaven. Gets absolutely nothing, but the grab is able to set up to get to Calamity and Joran. Keeping on with the pressure. Callum now with another takedown onto PSMX. Q-Pi staying on. He's going to go for the double jump, but he's going to get tased to death by Dodge this. MMK now able to fend off the opposing squad for the past 2 minutes. Has been pretty stellar for them to just see them rotate up and down to the back, to the fort, and they are getting in position once again. On the other hand, here we go with Shadiness. They have won with their bread and butter a while ago with their Nano Blade ready to go. High energy can switch over to the Doomfist as well, and will Shadiness make this one happen? So here for Shadiness, they pop the rally early to give the Genji enough armor to start things off in a good spot. Now with the Nano Boost in play as well, he's gonna have around 450 effective HP. We'll see right now if that's enough for MMK to nuke down. Dodge this though, foresees the Prime Rage early thanks to all the damage going his way. The Dodge is trying to do is trying to disrupt maybe the Ana, maybe, just maybe kill a support or two, but he has to back on out instead. Now staying on, we are keeping an eye out here for Shadiness and Q-Pi. His Genji is looking for an opportunity. Looks like high energy into the backline alongside the Winston, and there's the chance already from Joran. This is the time that Shadiness is looking for, but will it be enough? They have lost one already, and here comes the Nano Blade. Q-Pi gets a swipe on the Rebirth, looking for another target, and he gets focused down and taken out by Calamitous. Huge play there from MMK. Graviton Surge though to suck everyone in, and it's a 3-for-2 trade that's going the way of Shadiness. Dodge is now really low. Joran with a little bit of armor there, looking to one-on-one against the Winston, but he gets met by the Prion Rage, and this is literally Shadiness throwing everything at MMK to take the win in that one. Match Aven though still ready to go for contest. Interesting self-destruct by the corner, and it gets some damage done onto Puzzle Over. The Winston now really low. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. Actually knocks Puzzle Over off the ledge of the map. The first tick already taken, and Dodge is switching over to the Wrecking Ball instead. Now Dodge is looking to crawl on in high, and she buy grenaded up. Here comes the rally coming on out from Aisu, and interesting though, PSMX gonna be on that fashion trying to tear anyone apart, but Dodge is now in the backline going for the weak spot. Here comes the Brig of Redux as well, and PSMX is stuck between the Brig and the Wrecking Ball. Not the best place to be in. Here comes the contest onto the point, and this is gonna be the last 2 seconds here before the overtime. Puzzle Over now gonna fall, and it's too late here, and MMK this time will take the win. The Genji little too late with that assist strike, and they don't even get a capture on the point.
Play of the game.
Play of game now going to High Energy. Yeah, that was a good effort there. But yeah, MMK getting that one. And I'm really excited to see what MMK has in store for our fourth. So welcome back, guys, and let's get into this one. Another substitution here for MMK. Dink's gonna come in for Redux, and we'll see right now if it's gonna be going the way of MMK again. Redux putting on a good show a while ago with the Brig, with the Ashe of course, and this time gonna see Dinks in action instead. We have seen MMK rotate around Billy, Dinks, and Redux for the past series, and it has been a good show to allow them to just change up their members as much as possible. On the other hand, we still see Shadiness running PSMX. Now let's see right now what the Thai squad is going to be deciding on the defense. Looks like they are favoring that Zen Goats, and they are going to go for it instead. As we point on up right now to the skies, to the ships right there, to the skyline of Volskaya, of the Moscow, I believe. Will it actually be enough here for MMK to actually siege on in and win the attack? Shadiness now just marching on, looking to get in position, and this has been the favorite composition here for many Thai squads. The Zen Goats very strong in terms of Discord potential. Just focus down on the target and take him down with the Discord Orb. It's a lot quicker than it should be. On the other hand, here we go with MMK. We are gonna see a more or less mirror comp. Yes, we do. It's gonna be the same thing for both squads. MMK versus Shadiness. Gonna be Zen Goats versus Zen Goats. And let's get it on. Let's get into it. And let's get into the fight. MMK right now looking to get in position again. Puzzle Over out in front. There's the Fire Strike though. Tossed out by Dodges to get a good amount of energy. His ult charge now at 42%. Both Reinhardts pretty close to the shatter at this point in time. 30 seconds already elapsing, and MMK gonna go for the rotation behind the stairway. On the other hand, this is Shadiness now looking to reconvene, and they are gonna get split up. Will MMK go for a dive? Will MMK go for a target in the backline? No, they decide to rotate again to allow Rebirth to get the free shot or two. Now Cutie still staying on alongside Puzzle Over. MMK deciding to finally drop on down. No one was able to actually get a pick on one to the other. And there's gonna be a complete brawl on the point. Puzzle Over though gonna get burnt up by Dodge this, and the Fire Strike connecting. Dodge is now connecting with a shatter onto two, and he just runs over Cutie in high energy. Perfect initiation there coming on out from the side of MMK. Rebirth versus PSMX, and looks like the Zenyatta still keeping on with Calm, keeping on with the Boils, and it's gonna be another takedown. Aisu though looking for revenge, will be able to get rid of Rebirth, and that's actually very strong in terms of the pick here for the side of Shadiness, because Rebirth potentially, yes, he will spawn in the backline. This will allow Shadiness now to reconvene on the point with a little more ult charge to boot. But right now, MMK not really thinking much about that too much. Calamitous close to the self-shock, and we have the 3 ultimates here for the supports ready to go. A rally early here from Cheon to keep Aisu topped up. Wow, that is actually very pockety there from Cheon to just keep the Zenyatta with some extra HP to allow him to stay alive. And it might be a tough task for MMK to actually break through the Zenyatta there. Dodges though endings, looking to isolate Puzzle Over. The Reinhardt almost caught out, but the barrier was perfectly timed. Self-destruct though coming on out to the center, there, and a grab will be able to suck in one to get that takedown. The Trascendence still coming on out from Isu, and Dings still staying on with the pride. Graviton Surge into self-destruct this time. Will it be enough for the side? Oh, Shadiness, no. A sound barrier and a real barrier there from Dodge. This is enough to keep them alive. Now 3 picks going their way. Puzzle over has that shatter available. Cheon now looking for the whip shot. Gets stunned up by Dings. Gets punched around. Discarve is there. And here comes Puzzle over with the pin on the Dings. Good hit there coming on out. And it's going to be a wrecking ball now spinning around and around he goes. The shatter though connecting. And here comes the sound barrier now from High Energy to keep Cheon alive. Looks like Isu wants to get in with the action as well. Trascendence though coming on out from Rebirth, but that might be a little hamper because their DPS is a lot less without the Zenyatta shooting at anyone. PSMX now on that Doomfist will fall to the hand of Calamitous. Shatter doesn't get matched. Puzzle over really low, cornered now, gonna get taken down. Rebirth versus Cupid, and here comes the self-truck in the thick of things, and it's enough for MMK to force Shadiness off the point, and that's gonna be a capture already with so much time to spare.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
5 minutes 07, a really good time out here for the side of MMK, and looks like they want to run away with it, run away with this series, run away with this victory here on Volskaya Industries. Now swapping the sides as of the moment, MMK gonna be on that defense, Shadiness on the attack. 5:07, so much time, and just that zoning self-destruct there coming out, just making that one happen. Kudos to MMK for taking that one. Unfortunately there, it looked a little tough for MMK in that last part with Dings getting charged over by Puzzle Over, but it just wasn't enough. Way too much damage coming out from MMK, and maybe, just maybe, Shadiness could have used one of these giant robots to help them out. Let's get in on MMK. Gonna be running a Ryan Zarya, and will this actually be a Mei here? They can actually go for a third support. Gonna be a 2-1-3 with the Mei. Gonna be pretty interesting to see. And the Mei has been a lot more picked up nowadays, so we'll see right now if MMK is gonna decide to follow through. They are gonna go for the 2-2-2 instead. Calamitous on the Widowmaker. Rebirth knows there needs to be a lot more healing than that, and it will go for the Ana right now. With the Lucio Zen, it is gonna be all about doing the damage and playing aggressively. But when you're in the defense, you might want to do that if you do overextend. It does take a lot more discipline to run that. And with the Lucio Ana, it's a lot more stable. The Bio Grenade always turns things in your favor if you get a perfect anti-heal. And now here we go. Gonna be Shadiness gonna march on out with Puzzle Over leading the charge. PSMX is gonna be there as well. In the meantime, MMK getting in position. Dinks ready to go for an ice wall or two, and he's just looking out where the squad of Shadiness will go. Here comes Dinks right now, gonna be in position to go for the ice wall. Gets it onto Puzzle Over with Cupid up on top. In the meantime, there was Calamitous with the frag onto one. Cupid now forced out of the mech. Here comes MMK, such an overwhelming force coming on out. High Energy playing very aggressively, needs to get out, gonna amp up healing to keep himself alive, and for Shadiness, that's already a fight gone to waste. A good opening there from Calamitous again to get that takedown. Cheon though catches out Jordan by surprise. The poor Lucio was just minding his own business and got a whip shot in response. For Shadiness now, they have the one-man advantage. Will it be enough for them to take the win in this fight? Here comes MMK. Here comes Shadiness rather from the left-hand side. MMK defending by the point. Calamitous forced to relocate. Gonna drop on down, ceding the high ground. And the ice wall doesn't isolate anyone. And Dodge is looking for the pin, but gets absolutely nothing. He's gonna be a frozen wasteland instead. Cupid with the boost on the Dinks. Rebirth trying to get on out. And things look bad here for the side of MMK. Calamitous really low, hiding by the side. He's not seen whatsoever. That was enough. Looks like MMK was playing that if he can't see me, I can't see him rather. He can't see me. Calamitous now able to zip away and is able to stay alive. Very cheeky there from Callum. But in the meantime, this is MMK ready with the shatter and the nano boost. Unfortunately for them, it's just not enough to actually hold on to that point A. Now with objective B ready to go, MMK looking to go for another ice wall play. This time, it's gonna be Dinks out in front, looking to try and defend this and looking for another isolation onto Puzzle Over. On the other hand, here we go with PSMX alongside Isu up on top. Matt Chapman gonna meet them. Here comes the rally now coming on out from the side of Cheon. And it's gonna be such a hefty force here. Shatter now tossed up by Dodges, but instead, he's the one who gets stunned up. Jorn to the floor. Isu right now keeping the pressure on. Long range bombardment coming out from the Zenyatta. And the Mei of Things forced to go for the ice block. Calamitous looking for a punch or two. Here comes a Graviton Surge from the side of Shadiness. It's gonna be enough to suck in one. They get two. Graviton Surge. Sound Barrier rather from Joran right now to keep the 4 of MMK alive. It looks like Daks is trying to zip on out. This is MMK though, looking for the rotation play again and again. Daks just going in a roundabout circle. Looks like the matter of time there will be there for Puzzle Over. He gets a takedown onto the Wrecking Ball. Here comes another push of Transcendence though, coming on out from the side of Aisu to keep Shadiness alive. Planta's trying to time out that Meteor Strike to connect at a proper time, but it just doesn't work out in his favor. Now the first stick has been taken and the second one is trying to go their way. Will it be enough right now? A 1-for-1 trade. No Cupid gonna get D-Mech and Daks with a perfect pile driver onto Puzzle Over to boot. Now without the Reinhardt, this is gonna be a little tough for Shadiness because it's literally stagger central here for both squads. Cheon now really low, high energy blown up by the mines, and MMK against all odds is able to defend this one. Kudos to the MA squad for keeping on with their defense. Dodge is able to stay alive long enough twice to get that mines ready to go. Now it's gonna be Callum switching over to the Hanzo. Gonna be a 2-1-3. Not really the most conventional stance with a Wrecking Ball and Moira pairing. Not really quite common to say the least. On the other hand, here comes Shadiness right now, still ready with their 3-3, hasn't switched out yet, has a lot of time left in the bank. They have gotten the first tick already, so they're 1/3 of the way there. Joran though still up on top, Puzzle Over wildly charging, gonna miss. Dodge is gonna be meeting him in kind, and there's the takedown. Self-destruct though coming on out, will it be enough? Yes it does, it gets a kill onto Calamitous, high energy now, really low as well, trying to keep the heals going. Dodge is though forced to put the barrier up. Here comes PSMX, just putting the barrier onto Cupid, looking to charge up his beam, and he has a lot of energy, ready with the grab, looking to face off against Matt Chavin. Dodge this, missing out the charge, and this is Shadiness forced to back on up quite slowly but surely. Sound barrier is popped, but PSMX has already fallen. This time, it's Joran popping his own beats, and here comes the beatdown from MMK. They get a takedown onto high energy. Cheon trying to get on out, but gets swept by the hammer instead. There we go. Cupid caught out in the open. Matt Chavin just cooking up the Beck for breakfast, and Aisu the last one to fall. Another good push here for the side of MMK, and they do have the shatter available. MMK right now looking in charge here of Volskaya Industries. Looks like they are going to be the foremans of the foundry to boot. Right now, it hasn't been it's a rare sight to see with a Lucio Moira pairing here for MMK. Rebirth right now just close range heals, ready with the orbs at any time of his choosing. But it's going to be up to Cupid, but no, he gets stunned up, and it might be enough here for MMK to go for the push. Yeah, it is. Calamitous gonna get to Puzzle Over with the charge. Dodge is now meeting the opposing Reinhardt in pitch combat, and it's gonna be Joran just going for the speed boost, getting some shots now onto 2. MMK looking to get a stagger onto Cupid, and that's gonna be a Baby Diva not wanting to be born yet. MMK just gonna get a retreat. Matt Chavin though left behind to his own devices is able to get the takedown onto the Baby Diva. Could have actually staggered there a little better, but instead MMK looking for the frag. Now with Cupid back into the fight, we'll see Shadiness slowly but surely push this one. They are just waiting on, but we get the grab jag already. Here comes the shatter though to boot. Puzzle Over still really low, will fall. Grab the surge now to suck in the 2 tanks, and let's see if it's enough for Shadiness to actually get some takedowns. Cupid now with a kill onto Dodge. This Zenyatta staying on. Self-destruct coming on out and gets a takedown onto Joran. A 2-for-2 trade so far. Daks on the other hand popping the rally, looking to play aggressively, but gets his barrier bursted. No more stun available. Gets stunned up and will get taken down instead by Cheon. Shadiness looking to go for the point. They don't have their full squad, but it's okay. They're gonna make it happen. The second tick almost taken there. Dodge is now gets on to the point just in time for the contest, and Matt Chavin gonna be there as well. Coalesce is now coming out from Rebirth, but he runs out of the beam and is looking for the healing instead. The second tick now conceded to the side of Shadiness, and Dodge just gets the pin on the Puzzle Over. Dragon Strike gonna be there as well, and good congregation here from MMK means that they are gonna be able to defend this once again. PSMX versus Daks right now, and with the barrier up and ready to go, the shield bash connecting. There's the takedown from Rebirth, sucking the Zarya life dry. Just gonna be a husk of her former self. Jordan gets a good boop onto ICO as well, who was gonna commit suicide. So for MMK, another stagger there, and this time on Diana, who does take a while to get in position. For Shadiness though, all they need to do now is just decide on what kind of approach they want for this last tick. Gonna be an elevator approach? No, never mind. They're gonna decide to drop on down as they were spotted by the squad of MMK. Calamitous looking to climb again. Here comes Puzzle Over alongside PSMX. Dodge is out in front. Shatter available. Can MMK make this one happen? It's gonna be a sound barrier from high energy, but this time it's too late for Puzzle Over. He has already fallen. Shatter now connecting onto the Lucio. There's a focus fire. Grab the surge coming on out from both squads, and a self-destruct by the side. but the barriers are into play from both Dinks, Dodge this, and even Joran. 40 seconds remaining, and things up die here for the side of Shadiness. Good defense rating there to eat out all the cheap damage, but Cupai caught on that. Here comes Joran again, just dancing around. Calamitous looking for a shot, gets the Storm Arrow to connect onto Isu, and MMK just defending this one. 25 seconds remaining. It looks like Shadiness is running out of time, running out of rope. MMK has been so stellar on this defense, even though they have given up 2 ticks. PSMX looking for the suicide play, is just gonna fall without doing anything whatsoever. High energy now, doesn't have enough for the barrage, and is getting fended off by Matt Javelin. Things popping the rally as well. And for MMK, this is gonna be an outside approach, has been completely textbook from them, and they deservingly take the win and the series. MMK taking the series there, 3-1, and they have been on the board to Scrim League again. Again, with this new patch, apparently the models load a lot later than they should, so it should be a little optimization going our way. Kudos to both squads for putting on a show, and that's gonna be our series. Play the game going to Matt Javelin by the end of it. Wow, like with everything that's happened, apparently that's the only thing play worthy. It's kind of sad. Yeah, kudos to both squads, and that should be it for us. 22 sound barriers, 4 sound barriers, pretty stellar stuff from Joran. Match on 38 out of 44, lots of energy to work with.